Okay, folks, I'm going to give you a quick rundown as to how to get your Sun SDR2DX, your EE software, and or your Anan Thetis MRSPS, or whatever it's called, the previous version of Thetis, running on OBS to get virtual audio into OBS if you do any live streaming or video recording. Here we go. This has been good for me in the past several days, so I figured after testing it, I will put up a video, show you exactly how I went about doing this. And there is a caveat, which I will get into, a fix that you're probably going to have to do every single time you boot the computer up. So what you're looking at right now is the Sun software. So the first thing you want to do is you want to set your sound card up. Most likely you won't have to touch this. Set it up. I'm running the M-Audio Air 192.4 ASIO, and set these both to the same, whatever sound card you're using to get your audio in and out of the EE software. All right. The next thing you want to do is go over here to VAC. All right. And you want to set your TX to unused because you're not using that. And then set your RX to Wasapi speakers to Realtek. You want that set to your Realtek audio. Use the Wasapi. The MME is very old, very archaic, and it's has more latency latency try than the Wasapi does. All right, and that will pipe your audio, your RX audio, to OBS. All right, hit apply OK, bada boom, bada bing. That's it as far as the software goes. Now let's get over to OBS. I'm going to show you. What you want to do is you want to go to Settings, Audio. Here's where the caveat comes in. I played with 44.1 kilohertz on the sample rate and 48 kilohertz. Doesn't make any difference. The problem still comes up. Still happens. Every time I boot the computer, this happens. So I leave it set to 48 kilohertz. And what you want, desktop audio, right here, you want to set this to speakers, Realtek audio. Mic auxiliary audio, set this to line 1.2 M-Audio 192.4 or whatever your primary station card is. Now, keep in mind this whole system is set up to run on two independent cards. One card is handling post-processing from Cakewalk, and that is being dumped into line 1 of the primary station card, which is my M-Audio card. So I have two cards handling the first card handles all of the stuff from Cakewalk, and that's all it does. The second card handles everything else, getting audio in and out of the Sun and piping it to OBS. All right, so that's it in a nutshell. I have another video on how to get that going. You can look on my channel. Not going to go into it. That's all I'm going to say. All right, once that's done, you're good to go. Okay, click Apply. Okay, and what you're going to see here is you're going to see your audio. You may not see your audio light up on your microphone. But let me crack the AGC open on the Sun, and you will see that I have RX audio.
And I had a TE Systems brick, which is a really nice solid-state amplifier, and that's it. So even with the
okay, so here is the there's two things here. Your volume control on the Sun software is not going to affect the audio coming in to the desktop audio on OBS. All right. It bypasses that. It's independent of that. So you need to be careful about your AGC. If you have a habit of running your AGC wide open, what's going to end up happening is you're going to end up pinning this meter, and you're going to go into clipping on the receive audio in OBS from your either the Sun or the Anan. There is a fix for that, and that you may be able to find a limiting plug-in or something like that. But I wouldn't worry about that. This is actually good because it'll teach you how to run the radio properly anyways. If you have, let's say you're not running on headphones, the tendency to run your AGC wide open or too far open is there because you may have amplifiers running, fans running, ambient noise within your shack that prevents you from hearing adequately weaker signals. So you'll tend to crack the AGC wide open. Well, if you do that, you will spank OBS. Try it. You'll find out. Hence, wear a pair of headphones and keep an eye on that desktop audio. If it's clipping, it's because the AGC is too wide. It's too open. You need to close that down. I think there may be a little bit of headroom, but I'm not sure. So that's all I'm going to say about that. The other caveat, which is the most important, remember I talked about the sample rate? Well, if we go over here, we switch displays again. We go over here. Oh, it's on the other display. It is. So I will drag it over here. So it seems like every time I boot up the computer, Windows changes the sample rate on my line 1 and 2, the input of the M audio card, the primary station card. Now that's where OBS is grabbing the audio from my microphone. And it is post-processing cakewalk, right? So right-click on the speaker icon, go to Sounds. It's going to open up your Sounds window. Go to Recording. And go to your sound card, the input of the sound card. All right. I have played with whether to make it a default communication device or default device or whatever. I've set other defaults up and left that blank. Excuse me. It doesn't make a damn bit of difference. Windows is hijacking the sample rate. So if you light OBS up, right, and you don't see any audio here, 99 times out of 10, it's a sample rate. It's a problem with the sample rate. Or what ends up happening is your audio is all messed up. It sounds like you were talking really low and slow. You know what I mean? It's all messed up in OBS. So I'm going to show you two things here. Hang on. So the very first thing you check after you launch OBS and before you start to stream or record, right-click on your line in of that sound card, go to Properties, and go to Advanced. Check that sample rate. If that sample rate is 44.1 and you set it to 48 kilohertz, well, yeah, Windows is hijacking it. Reset that to 32-bit 48 kilohertz, hit Apply, okay, boom. You should be off and running. I would just do that first. After you open OBS, go in here, check this. I know it's a pain in the ass. It shouldn't happen, but welcome to Microsoft. Scumbag turds as far as I'm concerned. I'm not a big Microsoft fan, but hey, I got to live with it. I've talked to other people and basically they haven't been able to fix it. They have no, I have no idea. You can try different things. Be sure and post it into the comment section beneath this video if you have a fix for it. So I can fix it and everybody else can. There are other people doing this. All right. A lot of people in ham radio doing a lot of streaming and stuff. So apply. Okay. Make sure that's on 48 kilohertz. And the very next thing you do is right here, this recording, it'll say start recording. Make sure you have your recording directory set up in settings. In OBS, let's see, that would be general, maybe audio. Go down here. No, it's not an audio. Advanced, maybe? Recording. Is it a recording directory? I don't know. I can't remember where it is. Output. No? It's in here somewhere. Maybe I looked at it and I just missed it. Maybe it's down here. Recording. Huh. There is a place to set up where to send your recordings to. Don't ask. Anyways, make sure that's set up. And do a recording. Start recording. Just do a quick test. Say a few words. Make sure your audio sounds normal. It should. As long as you're on 48 kilohertz, you should be good. So that's it, folks. 7.3, figured I'd throw some information out there. I've been waiting to do it because I wanted to make sure everything is stable. It all works with a caveat on that sample rate, Windows hijacking the sample rate. So 7.3, we'll catch you later. K1GMM.